Even though I, Bruce Lee, may die someday without fulfilling all of my ambitions, I feel no sorrow. I did what I wanted to do. What I've done with sincerity and to the best of my ability. You can't expect much more from life. Running water never grows stale, so you have to keep flowing. Concentration is the root of all the higher abilities in man. If you love life, don't waste time, for time is what life is made up of. After all knowledge simply means self-knowledge. Don't speak negatively about yourself, even as a joke. Your body doesn't know the difference. Words are energy, and they cast spells. That's why it's called spelling. Change the way you speak about yourself, and you can change your life. Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. In the middle of chaos lies opportunity. The most dangerous person is the one who listens, thinks, and observes. Mistakes are always forgivable if one has the courage to admit them. Showing off is the fool's idea of glory. Life is a process, not a goal, a means but not an end, a constant movement rather than an established pattern. If you don't want to slip up tomorrow, speak the truth today. If you think a thing is impossible, you'll only make it impossible. Make at least one definite move daily toward your goal. Do not allow negative thoughts to enter your mind, for they are the weeds that strangle confidence. Do not pray for an easy life, pray for the strength to endure a difficult one. Experiencing is believing. A fat belly cannot believe that such a thing as hunger exists. The key to immortality is first living a life worth remembering. To know, but to be as though not knowing, is the height of wisdom. Life is something for which there is no answer. It must be understood from moment to moment. Always be yourself, express yourself, have faith in yourself. Do not go out and look for a successful personality and duplicate it. Those who are unaware they are walking in darkness will never seek the light. Simplicity is the key to brilliance. Don't fear failure. Not failure, but low aim is the crime. In great attempts it is glorious even to fail. Life's battles don't always go to the stronger or faster man, but sooner or later the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. Be self-aware rather than a repetitious robot. We all have time to either spend or waste, and it is our decision what to do with it. But once past, it is gone forever. If you spend too much time thinking about a thing, you'll never get it done. Never try to copy a successful personality. Life is wide, limitless. There is no border, no frontier. The possession of anything begins in the mind. Most people live only for their image. Empty your mind, be formless, shapeless, like water. Loneliness is only an opportunity to cut adrift and find yourself. In solitude you are least alone. Make good use of it. Never trouble trouble till trouble troubles you. I'll not willingly offend, nor be easily offended. I am learning to understand rather than immediately judge or to be judged. Simplicity is the shortest distance between two points. A teacher is never a giver of truth, he is a guide, a pointer to the truth that each student must find for himself. Do not correct a fool or he will hate you. Correct a wise man and he will appreciate you. I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. A quick temper will make a fool of you soon enough. If you put water into a cup, it becomes the cup. You put water into a bottle, and it becomes the bottle. You put it in a teapot, it becomes the teapot. Now water can flow, or it can crash, be water. My friend, optimism is a faith that leads to success. It's not what you give, it's the way you give it. Only the self-sufficient stand alone. Most people follow the crowd and imitate. The less confident we are in ourselves, the less we are in touch with ourselves and the world, the more we want to control. Do not be tense, just be ready, not thinking, but not dreaming, not being set, but being flexible. A wise man can always be found alone. A weak man can always be found in crowd. Patience is not passive. On the contrary, it is concentrated strength. It doesn't matter you were born as legend, but what does matter is legendary end. Think about it. Knowledge will give you power, but character respect. To hell with circumstances, I create opportunities. Take no thought of who is right or wrong or who is better than. Be not for or against. To know oneself is to study oneself in action with another person. Absorb what is useful, discard what is not, add what is uniquely your own. For it is easy to criticize and break down the spirit of others, but to know yourself takes a lifetime. The doubters said, man cannot fly, the doers said, maybe. But we'll try, and finally soared in the morning glow, while non-believers watched from below. It's like a finger pointing away to the moon. Don't concentrate on the finger, or you will miss all that heavenly glory. To spend time is to pass it in a specified manner. To waste time is to expend it thoughtlessly or carelessly. Preparation for tomorrow is hard work today. What is more important than what should be. Too many people are looking at what is from a position of thinking what should be. Endurance is lost rapidly if one ceases to work at its maximum. Remember, no man is really defeated unless he is discouraged. Be happy, but never satisfied. Yielding will overcome anything superior to itself. Its strength is boundless. If you want to learn to swim, jump into the water. On dry land, no frame of mind is ever going to help you. Just be ordinary and nothing special. Eat your food. Move your bowels, pass water, and when you're tired, go and lie down. The ignorant will laugh at me, but the wise will understand. Practice makes perfect. After a long time of practicing, our work will become natural, skillful, swift, and steady. A wise man can learn more from a foolish question than a fool can learn from a wise answer. As you think, so shall you become. I am happy because I am growing daily, and I am honestly not knowing where the limit lies. Be like water making its way through cracks. Do not be assertive, but adjust to the object, and you shall find a way round or through it. Life itself is your teacher, and you are in a state of constant learning. Life is never stagnation, it is constant movement, unrhythmic movement. As we is constant change, things live by moving and gain strength as they go. I wish neither to possess nor to be possessed. I no longer covet paradise. More important, I no longer fear hell. Now I see that I will never find the light unless, like the candle, I am my own fuel, consuming myself. Reality is apparent when one ceases to compare. There is what is only when there is no comparison at all, and to live with what is to be peaceful. The spirit of the individual is determined by his dominating thought habits. The great mistake is to anticipate the outcome of the engagement. You ought not to be thinking of whether it ends in victory or defeat. Learning is never cumulative. It is a movement of knowing which has no beginning and no end. Pliability is life, rigidity is death. Whether one speaks of man's body, his mind, or his spirit. If you would not spill the wine, do not fill the glass to full. If you wish your blade to hold its edge, do not try to make it over keen. Choose the positive, you have choice. You are master of your attitude. Choose the positive, the constructive. A good teacher protects his pupils from his own influence. Empty your cup so that it may be filled. Become devoid to gain totality. Adapt what is useful, reject what is useless, and add what is specifically your own. The successful warrior is the average man with laser-like focus. Fear comes from uncertainty. We can eliminate the fear within us when we know ourselves better. The meaning of life is that it is to be lived, and it is not to be traded and conceptualized and squeezed into a pattern of systems. The difference between an expert and a novice fighter is that the expert makes use of each opportunity. Long-term consistency trumps short-term intensity. The essential quality of living life lies simply in the living. Emotion can be the enemy. If you give in to your emotion, you lose yourself. You must be at one with your emotions, because the body always follows the mind. To express oneself honestly, not lying to oneself, that, my friend, is very hard to do. If there is a God, He is within. You don't ask God to give you things. You depend on God for your inner theme. Many people dedicate their lives to actualizing a concept of what they should be like rather than actualizing themselves. This difference between self-actualization and self-image actualization is very important. Sideways force can be broken, though, by straight force. Straight force can be stopped by sideways force. Independent inquiry is needed in your search for truth, not dependence on anyone else's view or a mere book. It is being wholly and quietly alive, aware and alert, ready for whatever may come. It's not the daily increase, but daily decrease. Hack away at the inessential. Which of Bruce Lee's words impressed you the most? Please share in the comments section. To support us and get more content, please subscribe to our channel and like our videos.